everyone. Take two of episode one of Handmade by Nashay, the podcast. Hello, everyone. My name is Dom, owner of Handmade by Nashay, and welcome to our very first podcast episode. So, I decided to try to make a podcast because I love listening to podcasts when I'm working, and I essentially use it as a body double. So I like to take you guys along with me while I am working, and essentially it just makes me feel a lot more productive. So I hope that I can be a body double for you and help you get some work done. So let's grab a project, grab a drink, and let's get right into it. So today we are working on some granny squares because we are doing our very first art trade. I am so excited for this. I have always been a very big advocate of the bartering system. Let's bring the bartering system back. What are we doing? Why did we take it away? Like what are we doing? The bartering system is one of the best systems out there and no one does it anymore. And I just think we should bring back art trade. I think we should trade our goods and services, and I think artists will be a lot more happy. Let's be honest. We're getting amazing art in return. We're supporting each other, and we're just I don't know. I just love doing art trades. I love like let's be honest. A lot of us artists are broke. We're broke. Um, and like we want to support our small business friends, but we don't have the funds to do so. But we have talent. We have talent, and that's what I'm doing today. So we are making a mini skirt for my good friend Lainey from Seriously Wicked Weirdos. If you have not ever heard of her shop, look it up. I'll put the link in the description. She has amazing things. She is more on a she has shop drops versus like ready to ship, but honestly, her stuff goes fast. She has amazing things. So if you are able to get in on one of her shop drops, do it. I promise you will not be disappointed. She has amazing quality stuff. She sews clothing and accessories for pretty much any fandom that you fathom. Like if it's a part of the horror or nerd fandom, like she has it for you. She has everything you need. I mean, the name of her shop is Seriously Wicked. Like Sirius from Harry Potter. Like she has a lot of different amazing items in her shop, and so we're making her a. She commissioned me for a custom granny square skirt, but I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Come here, come here. You can't tell her, so I'm gonna end up making it a set for her because, of course, we have to make it a set because like you can't just make a granny square skirt and not make a top. But don't tell her. If she finds out, I know you told her, so don't tell her. But we're making granny squares, and essentially each they're classic granny squares. So essentially each row is a different color. So there are a good amount of ends to weave in, but it's not too bad. I'm making sure to crochet over my ends so it's not like too bad to weave in the end. But we are using a granny square like generator because I suck at making up color schemes. Like I had her pick out the colors, but I never know how to like put the colors together that would make a nice cohesive square. So I do use a granny square generator. I'll put the link in the description below, but it has helped me so much with coming up with different color schemes for my granny squares because honestly, leave it to me, every granny square will be the same color scheme. With these five colors, every granny square will be the same color scheme. And that's not the look we're going for. We're going for the classic granny square look where every granny square is essentially a different color. But yeah, like this granny square generator has helped me so much. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description. But essentially, we're doing a 5 round granny square with 4 colors in the center and a black border as the fifth color. Here's one of the finished granny squares for me to show you. But is this not gonna look bomb as a skirt? And the skirt's gonna have like an open slit, and like I'm gonna do a chain so she can have like a little tie up moment, and then we're gonna do like a one of those granny square tops. It's like the granny square, and like I'm not gonna add the fringe, but it's gonna be like one of those triangle tops. It's gonna be so cute, and I can't wait to finish it. I just need to finish all these granny squares. We're already a good ways into it, but yeah, we only have a few granny squares left, and then we can start seaming it all together. What is your favorite seaming method? I like using either the slip stitch method or the single crochet method. But for this specific project, especially on the edges where I want it to be a little bit wider, I might try to do the continuous join as you go method. Um, but we'll see. Some projects call for certain types of seaming methods, but I've never done a join as you go, so we'll have to just, you know, wait and see and look into that to see if it's the best seaming method. But I think that would be the I have a vision in my head. I think that would be the best seaming method for the sides at least, and then the rest of them can be like a slip stitch join. This is also my first time using cotton yarn. I just figured since we're doing a skirt, it's summer. I don't think it gets super hot where she lives, but I know I live in Texas, and I mean it's only spring and we're already in the 90s. Like I know that's contradictory because I have a long sleeve right now, but it is a rainy day, so it's actually pretty chilly outside. So, but we get into the 90s. Last year we got into the 120s, so I just know acrylic yarn would not be the best for this specific project. But I just never. I always thought cotton yarn was very, very rough, and I just never found any cotton yarn that I liked. And then I know a lot of people don't like Hobby Lobby. I know, but that's one of the craft stores I have around me. They have really cheap yarn. Um, their yarn is really nice and soft. So I mean, I don't know. I like going to Hobby Lobby. Shoot me. I don't know, but there I love this cotton is the softest cotton yarn I have ever touched. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some soft like bamboo cotton yarn or other natural fibers, but it's just like a lot of people like Lily Sugar and Cream. I think that is way too rough. I wanted something that was not going to be rough up against her legs. No one wants like a rough skirt scratching them or anything like that. So I'm really glad I found this. Like I said, it is I Love This Cotton by Hobby Lobby, and I basically just got the only one I couldn't find in that specific brand. So it does have like a little bit of a different texture. Is Yarn Bee, which is another Hobby Lobby brand. They didn't have the purple that I was going for in the I Love This Yarn, and she wanted a very specific purple, and I was trying to make her vision come to life, and we didn't want to do like because all they had was like a French lilac, which is like a dusty mauve type color, and they didn't have the purple. They had like a super dark purple. And this is for spring summer. We need like a bright purple, not like lilac or anything, but like a true purple, but like not super dark. You know, you know what I'm saying? So we did have to go with another brand. It is a little bit of a different texture, but it's not too bad. And the way that I do have the colors is like either it's in like the middle. It's never one of the outlining rows besides this square I'm making now, but it's never where it's like a lot of the purple to where it would be too big of a difference. I did try to make the square specifically like that. Like when I did the generator, I kept generating until I came up with the color scheme that I was good with, where there wasn't essentially too much purple. But I really like the color scheme that it came up with, and honestly, I can't wait to you guys see the finished project. I think by the time we film the next podcast episode, I'll be done with it, and it can be a part of my finished makes. But I can't wait for you guys to see it. honestly. I love making things. I love like granny squares are super easy to make, and so I feel like you essentially when we do granny square projects, depending on the granny square, like this granny square project is a super quick project. I'm just kind of pacing myself because I don't like crocheting too much to where I would hurt my wrist, but essentially I could finish this in a day. I mean, we already have majority of our granny squares. Honestly, I could probably be finished with this by the end of today, but I'm gonna pace myself because this is my last day off from work before I go back to work tomorrow. I did have all week off. Um, so with that being said, let's go a little bit into a weekly recap. So, like I said, I've had the whole week off. Well, we've been off since last Saturday. So the last 8 days we've had off from work. And I went into this week off from work with an entire game plan. We were going to film some videos. We were going to at least try to film like 2 or 3 videos so that we can have some backflow of videos for YouTube and everything like that. The filming process was not the worst part. Like, yes, I was tired. I was filming multiple videos at the same time. I was trying to get things done. But the filming process was not the worst part of it. The editing process is where we had a little bit of a hiccup and where most of my frustration from this week has come from. So, yes, so from Saturday to I would say Wednesday, we were filming videos. And then, so Wednesday night, we went into the editing process, uploading everything. I use Microsoft Clip Champ because that's just what comes with my Windows computer. So we used Microsoft Clip Champ and we uploaded everything in there. And then I couldn't find half of my files. Um, it was very frustrating, or like the files would be there and they just wouldn't upload, so I couldn't play them. I don't know if it's my computer. I do eventually want to invest in an external hard drive just to have a little bit more space, but I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I was very, very, very frustrated. So Wednesday night, we filmed a quick 20-minute video that was like all one go, no like different clips or anything like that. We just went over. That's actually up on my YouTube right now. We went over our summer wardrobe so far, so my me made wardrobe so far, and we actually were able to get that edited and uploaded. So at least I could salvage one video out of this week, but I was just really frustrated. Like, this YouTube thing is not for the weak at all. Like, there are a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that comes into being a YouTube creator, and I completely feel that, honestly. Um, I don't know. I'm not gonna give up on the YouTube thing like at all, but it it is making me look at things differently and like how to do things differently. So that is another reason why we're doing the podcast because like I said, I'm not giving up on this YouTube thing whatsoever. So I think like these sit down type videos, these chatty videos, crochet with me videos will do very well as well. And I am learning like with the camera that I have, the setup that I have, and everything like that, it is a lot easier to do these all in one go videos versus having a bunch of like different clips I have to clip together because I think that's where the editing went wrong and like how I lost so much footage is because like each clip was only like a minute, 2 minutes long because I was doing like montages and time lapses and stuff like that. And it was just a lot of content to try to keep up with. So I am going to try to do the podcast at least weekly and then at least try to upload an actual like behind the scenes video every 2 weeks. If everything stays the same, like I said, I do work full time. Sadly, I go back to work tomorrow, but I am a general manager of Freebird's World Burrito, which is like a Tex-Mex build your own burrito style place. I call it the Subway of burritos, but I am a general manager, so it does take up a lot of my time and work there 50 plus hours a week sometimes. eventually this is what I want to do full time. I would love to crochet full time. I would love to sit here and talk and chat with you guys full time. But for now, we have we have to do what we have to do. But yeah, that's pretty much how my week has went. I mean, yes, am I bummed that it didn't work out? But yes, but if it would have worked out, I would have never had the idea to do the podcast. So I think everything happens for a reason, and now we're here together with the podcast. And I don't know, I like doing these chatty videos a lot, so I think this will work out a lot as well. So I don't know, everything happens for a reason. So I'm not too bummed about it. I'm trying to look at the silver lining in it and everything. So yeah, but that is my week so far. Every week we'll do a weekly recap since I'm trying to make this a weekly vlog or podcast or whatever. But yeah, I I don't know. This whole business, small business thing has it's been tiring. Yes, we are not a super successful small business. No, in any means, no, we're not. But when I sometimes I could get 1 to 2 orders a month. Sometimes I get no orders a month. But every time I do get an order, I light up. I get so happy inside, and I don't know. And like I said, these videos, like these little chatty videos, help me um, feel productive because I feel like I said, like a body double. Like you're here with me, you're helping me get things done, and I can just sit here and chat with you, put you in the background, and everything like that. So, like I said, I hope that I am able to do that for you guys and everything. But let's get right into our next segment, which is our small business corner. So, in the first half of the small business quarter, we will go over some current sales and promos and everything like that. And then we'll do our small business shout out. So if you have any sales or promos that you would like me to go over or you want me to shout out your small business, be sure to drop a comment down below and I'll make sure to try to shout you out in some of the next podcasts. But first things first, our sales and promos. Obviously, I'm going to put in a little shameless promo here. My shop is having a collab right now with my small business bestie, Chelsea from Haunting Revere. And we're doing a hell of a collab, which is Hell of a Boss Has Been Hotel collab. And we both make plushies, so we're doing different characters each, but if you would like some Has Been Hotel or Hell of a Boss style amigurumi plushies, I'll drop our links in the description below. That way you can get a plushie of your own. Also, this next sales or promo is also going to be our small business shout out for the day. So, Yaz, my good friend Yaz from Lumisteel Designs just dropped some new files, and get this. It is Prince Charming, but Prince Charming is Michael Myers dancing with Cinderella. Like, how does she come up with these things? Because the pencil to her temple connects it with her brain. Where are my Hamilton people at? But all jokes aside, Yas from Lumisteel Designs has amazing quality art. Like everything is hand drawn. Everything is her designs, her original designs, copyrighted designs, and she makes so much amazing art. And honestly, if you would like something to go viral in your shop, you need to have Yaz's art in your shop. Her designs go viral so much. She is a Latinx owned company and she has so much amazing quality stuff. Like her last designs before the Prince Michael were like the horror boys, so Jason, Freddy, Michael, all of them, but like Saint horror boys, like put that on a freaking candle for me. Give it to me. I need it in my life now. Like right now. Like I don't know how she comes up with these things, but she does, and they go viral. So like every time I have some of Yaz's things in my shop, like her art on any of my things, whether it be fabric for a bag, whether it be tumblers, clothing, anything like that, like they're always bestsellers. So if you need some bestsellers in your shop, Lumistel Designs. I'll put her link in the description. Also, her business partner Marissa from Audie's Creations. If you're a Cricut girly, she turns a lot of her designs into like layered SVG files, so you can like if you don't have a sublimation printer or something like that, but you still want to like um, have some of her PNGs or her sub files as a design. Audie does turn a lot of those into SVG files for you. So I'll put both of their links in the description below. So it is Lumistel Designs and Audie Designs. And they're both amazing. They're both Latinx owned. And I love just like supporting my small business friends. Speaking of which, if you don't have a small business support group, you need one. Honestly, I have an amazing support group for my family as well as a bunch of badass small business women who are just in my corner, and we're all in each other's corner and we hype each other up. And like if any of us are having a bad day or we need some time off or we're just having bad mental days, we're all there for each other and we all help each other succeed essentially. Like if you don't have that type of support system and you're running a small business, I don't know how you're doing it. Like just the mental and physical load it takes to run a small business, you need a good support group. So try to reach out to friends, to family. If you have any of your favorite shops, and you rep for them, that also is a support group. I rep for a lot of different small businesses, and we're just all one big, like, small business entrepreneurial family, and it really helps a lot. Community over competition every single day. Like I will shout it from the rooftops. Community over competition. You need to have a community. Like I just think that we're in the world of gatekeeping and everyone is your competition and everything like that, and we just need to be more of a community. Like there's so much hate and drama in the crafting community, and I'm not here for it. So like I said, community over competition every single day of the week, every day of the year, every second, every hour, everything. But yeah, so essentially to wrap things up, um, let's bring back the bartering system. Number one, first and foremost, bartering system. Um, Check out Lumistel Designs and Audie Designs on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and I'll drop the links to the websites below. Check out me and Chelsea's new collab. It is a pre-order and it will be closing this week, so this Friday, um, May 17th. So be sure to go ahead and grab those so we can go ahead and make some beautiful plushies for you guys. And always remember, community over competition any day of the week. Every day, always have a good community, grab you a good support system, and everything like that. But thank you guys so much for choosing to watch my podcast. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. We'll be here back here next week where we'll go over some of our summer plans. And I'll end you guys with this granny square. And yeah, bye.